Nevada, at least the southern half of Utah, some areas down into southern Nevada, parts of California, Arizona could see 1 to 2 inches of rainfall through the end of the weekend. Keith.
All right, thanks, Alex. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. I'm going to start tomorrow with one of the quieter weather days you'll see in quite a while. Wednesday, a bit of a snooze fest from the west coast all the way to the central plains, and just a few rain showers with a little low up here across parts of upstate New York and New England. So everybody but the Weather Channel a big fan of this kind of weather. Really, really quiet stuff. Thursday, kind of the same. Now, we do have that upper level low. Alex was talking about moisture being pulled in through California into Arizona. That will get in here a bit on Thursday. Some showers and storms. Doesn't look like a big severe weather potential, though. Central Plains quiet, hot still in Dallas at 95. Nice in Atlanta, a nice week here. 74 should do it for a high and a good deal of sunshine. All right, Friday we have a cold front moving on through, so it gets cooler in a place like Boston, 59, some showers there, 63 in New York. Showers in New York probably Friday night, they're coming through. Central Plains, cool. Minneapolis, 45, that's a high temperature, by the way. On Saturday, here's a mixture across the Northeast. I think that's a big story for us, is some showers that will turn into snow showers in the Northeast on Saturday and into Sunday. Cold enough to snow, 48 for a high temperature in Boston as we head into Sunday. Staying cool there. Minneapolis, 59, another system coming on in across the west. And then on Monday, snow showers in the higher terrain. Otherwise, no huge weather makers here over the next couple of days, so that's good news. Are you coming over here?
I'm creeping.
Oh, all right.
You're coming over here. The Windy City lives up to its blustery moniker, and boy, are the Chicago Cubs happy about that. Winds gusting at 40 miles an hour helped the Cubs, as Keith mentioned, hit a record-breaking 6 home runs in last night's National League playoff game against St. Louis. The Cardinals blown away in the wind by a score of 8-6.
See what we did there?
Yeah, I see it. If Chicago can come up with another win this afternoon, they head to the National League Championship Series and LCS for the first time in a dozen years. Guess we'll have to wait and see which way the wind is blowing. Actually, we can tell you which way the wind will be blowing.
Still going to be a west-northwest wind, not as much as what we saw yesterday, but still 15 miles an hour, still hitter's ballpark there.
Hey, they're still loving it. Everybody in Chicago saying, let's roll with this. Game time, 4:37 Eastern time. And again, if they take this one,
that's very
and you
precise.
said you were
I'm rooting for them.
I appreciate the precision of Major League Baseball, but yeah, these cursed teams.
I'm rooting for them for a couple of reasons. One, they're cursed. Two, their fans show up even when they're not any good.
Right.
So bandwagon teams are tough for me. Like living in Atlanta down here, the Falcons are 5-0. Everybody's a Falcons fan right now.
Whereas the Eagles, I mean,
yeah,
you live and die. Usually you die with the Eagles.
So the Cubs, we're biased towards you, hitter's ballpark again tonight.
I try hard to get a great shape.
This I can do easily.
New Benefiber Healthy Shape helps curb cravings. It's a clear, taste-free daily supplement that's clinically proven to help keep me fuller longer. New Benefiber Healthy Shape. This I can do.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats have 8 layers of nutritious wheat and 1 of delicious sweet to satisfy the adult and kid in all of us. Nutritious wheat for the adult you've grown into, and delicious sweet for the kid you'll never outgrow. Feed your inner kidult with Frosted Mini Wheats.
What's up with this weather, huh?
Today's weather? Well, I'd get things done this morning because we've got some big changes rolling through this afternoon. Jim Cantori has that.
Sam, this is fascinating. Rapidly rising warm, moist air creating this huge cumulonimbus cloud. Oftentimes, the results can be electrifying. Back to you, Sam.
Great job, Jim. That should get you started on your day. So now back to you.
Back to me.
Sam Champion on the Weather Channel. Weather precise.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, cloudy, low 46. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, partly cloudy. Wednesday night, partly cloudy skies, low 41. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Hello?
It's Dr. Moreno's office. Can you come in to talk about your biopsy results and bring someone with you?
Sign up for the walk and raise money so no one has to walk alone.
I don't want to live with the uncertainties of Hep C.
Or wonder whether I should seek treatment. I am ready.
Because today, there's Harvoni, a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harvoni is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment. It's the one and only cure that's one pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. With Harvoni, there's no interferon, and there are no complex regimens. Tell your doctor if you have other liver or kidney problems or other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Harvoni should not be taken with any medicines containing amiodarone, rifampin, or St. John's wort. It also should not be taken with any other medicine that contains Sovaldi. Side effects may include tiredness and headache.
I am ready to put Hep C behind me.
I am ready to be cured.
Are you ready? Ask your Hep C specialist if Harvoni is right for you.
If you're the band Europe, some say great mashed potatoes make the meal. Hungry Jack says Italian herb chicken with garlic parmesan mashed potatoes makes the meal. New perfect pairing seasoning and potatoes, only from Hungry Jack.
My rough and bumpy skin makes me feel really self-conscious.
Gold Bond Rough and Bumpy Skin Therapy. Used daily, it exfoliates, smooths, softens rough skin, reduces bumps 72%.
I can wear whatever I want. It's liberating.
Gold Bond Ultimate Lotion, Ultimate Skin. More TiVo here. More TiVo there. More giggles. More frights. More Netflix nights. More free HD. More HBO ASAP. More together. See what you want to see on any screen, anytime. With Suddenlink. More power to you.
DeMezzoonly.com.
There's no obligation, so call toll-free at 1-800-200-6120.
Very intense right now.
Oh my God.
That's blacked out. This is so cool.
It is 53 minutes past the hour here on Weather Center Live. Time for your tropical update.
All right, let's bring senior hurricane specialist Brian Norcross in. Brian, anything going on in the tropics?
There's stuff out there. You know, it kind of feels like hurricane season is over, but it's not necessarily. So anyway, there are things to look at, especially in the Pacific, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, here we go. Looking across the board here, we actually have a couple of pretty strong storms developing, especially this one over here that may affect the Philippines, but it's a number of days away. We have a tropical storm here that's kind of going in the general direction of Hawaii, and we have a new one out here just about to develop off of Mexico, and then this area to watch continues here in the Western Caribbean. Now, in the Atlantic, the water is exceptionally warm. The colors here, the reds, all mean above normal warmth, so there's no problem with the water in terms of things developing in the tropics. The thing is that the wind driven by El Nino is not favorable. Look at the strong winds here over the Gulf and part of the Caribbean, also out here in the Atlantic, strong winds. So the only pocket really that is at all favorable is there in the Western Caribbean, and so that's where we're going to take a look. There's what we have right now, and you see a little disturbed weather on both sides of Central America there in this general broad area to watch, this general low pressure down there. And when you look at the model, this is all the way now next Monday, so all the way through this week, next Monday up there you see see, you have two little things spinning here, but just think about that as a general area of low pressure there. No real developed systems. There's land, there's the Yucatan involved. But again, we'll continue to watch that here until the weather pattern changes. But right now, that's the only favorable spot in the tropical system. And this time of year, look at this. After this date, only 3 times have Category 3 or above hurricanes formed and affected the U.S. And there they are. It was 1921, so the last big storm to hit Tampa. 1950 hit Miami, and 2005 also hit South Florida, all coming over Florida out of that part of the Caribbean. So that's why we watch closely. Of course, no sign of that right now. Okay, off to the Pacific we go. Here's Nora here, 45-mile-an-hour tropical storm. The situation here is that it may move near Hawaii, just bring more moisture back to Hawaii. What a bizarre year there because of the very warm water up there near the Hawaiian Islands. Just a lot of humidity. Luckily, the storms have missed. Here's the next one in line. Now, this one got an 80% chance of developing into a tropical depression or tropical storm. The idea is this is also going to move to the west toward Hawaii, but then begin to turn to the north. So for the next 5 days at least, it's going to be out here in the middle of the ocean and not be a threat. Okay, over to the other side of the Pacific we go here now, and this is Tropical Storm Kapu, it's called, or Kopu, it's called. It's actually a Japanese word meaning crater or cup. It's actually the main word for cup, most people know. And there you see a 45-mile-an-hour tropical storm, but here's the deal on this. It's expected to intensify into a big typhoon and move in the direction of the Philippines. Good news is the East Coast is not very populated, and they're kind of used to typhoons there, but this one could be strong. All right, there's your tropics. Back to Keith and Alex.
All right, thank you, Brian. We want to continue the tropical conversation. We saw that El Nino put a damper on the hurricane season, but what about the effects on winter weather?
Here's hurricane specialist Michael Lowry to break it all down.
And look at this map here. If you had showed me this in April, I wouldn't have believed you. You're looking at the departure from normal in terms of the temperature anomalies in the ocean across the Pacific. And what you're seeing here, this warm tongue that extends from the coast of South America across the central Pacific Ocean, that's El Nino. The departure in the sea surface temperatures, basically warmer than average waters out here, and not really all that higher than average. I mean, you're talking only about a few degrees, but it's like having a fever, right? If you have a degree or two fever, then you really feel the impacts from it, and we are with El Nino. But when you go back to April, this is what the temperatures look like. It was really relatively normal across the Pacific Ocean, and our models going into this hurricane season and this summer were predicting that we would enter this El Nino. Anything basically above a half a degree of warming is that El Nino, and the forecasts were for us to be in that warm area. But up here, I mean, you're talking about some of the strongest El Ninos ever recorded. When you get up to 2 degrees, anything above this line here is considered a very strong El Nino, and we're record territory here, guys. I mean, basically bump up against the 97, 98 season there. So a lot of impacts here from El Nino going into the winter.
All right, well, as we go to break, we want to take a minute to focus on the beauty of fall.
Let's do it. We've got video from a drone or quadcopter in Vermont. Look at that.
They could make it full serve too.
Oh, yeah.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, cloudy, low 46. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, partly cloudy. Wednesday night, partly cloudy skies, low 41. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now on Weather Center Live, intense destructive winds whipping in some much cooler air. Temperatures are dropping, and we're here to make sure you know where and when to pull out the big kid jacket.
And showers across the Northeast now, but we are talking about a cool down to add into that mix. How low will those temperatures go? You are in the right spot for all the answers as you plan your days ahead. We've got expert-filled coverage starting right now on Weather Center Live. Hey there and happy Tuesday to you. I'm Alex Wilson here with Keith Carson. Boy, are we glad you're here.
We are.
You too.
Oh, thanks. I show up every once in a while.
Yeah.
My beard is gone, but otherwise, ready to rock on this Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be back at some point.
We did have a nice ceremony for the trimmings.
We did. At first, I went with the chin strap and then just the mustache, and we just went through all the phases. You know, it is kind of typical fall in that it's hot in some places, cool in others, and talking about maybe some snow by this weekend.
Oh, we've got a whole hodgepodge of weather for you. Some of you might be comfortable, but others, they're sweating a little bit.
Sweating it up.
Out west, for example, the October warmth pretty notable in Southern California.
Yeah, parts of SoCal have been seeing near triple-digit heat over the past couple of days.
And that sent many people heading to the beach to enjoy the sun or just try to cool off. But dangerous rip current conditions, that led to a number of rescue attempts over the weekend. The advice to people who still wanted to get into the water was swim near a lifeguard.
We tell people to swim and surf and go into the ocean within their own ability, and use us as a resource and make it a habit to check in with the lifeguard.
Relatively cooler temperatures are expected today with a high near 90. There are no rip current warnings issued for the area, but still, Keith, anytime you're out there in the ocean, be mindful of what's going on and stay close to lifeguards. Just a good idea.
Yeah, you know, the most tossed I've ever gotten in a wave is actually out towards Venice Beach.
Was it?
California, yep.
And there you have it. Hey, record highs. They're having people seek the beaches. Look at all the record highs yesterday across parts of California and Nevada. Also several into parts of Texas, Louisiana, Missouri state lines with Arkansas, and several through eastern Arkansas as well. And that was just yesterday.
Yeah, and if we take that story forward, Alex, and we talk about tomorrow, some record highs will be in some of the same spots across parts of California, but you'll notice more of a congregation of them, if you will, across Texas. I think Texas is going to be the warmest spot as far as raw temperatures go over the next few days. Temperatures there in the mid-90s. We'll have some mid-90s across Northern California and in places like Phoenix, but they're not as anomalous, if you will. They're not that much above average as they are in Texas. Right now, 93 in Phoenix, 86 in Los Angeles. So we talked about LA as far as them cooling down, and they are cooler, but they're still well above average. It's just that they were in the triple digits over the weekend, so going in the right direction. It was still really warm for mid-October. Meanwhile, you can see the influence of that front across here, the upper Midwest, where it is much cooler, but that's as far south as that front's going to get. So high pressure in place, the big picture here, ridge in the west, trough in the east. There is actually a big upper level low. We're going to discuss this a little bit more later. That'll bring some moisture into California, into Arizona as well. So that'll actually temporarily cool them down. But a place that won't get any of that moisture will be Texas, and that's why I think they really bake here over the next few days under that ridge of high pressure. So there it is, 10 to 20 degrees above average. Warmest here, northern Texas, southern Oklahoma, and here across northern parts of California and in through parts of Oregon as well. That's where you'll see your warmest anomalies, temperatures that are that much above average. As far as raw digits here, 84 in Los Angeles, 96 in Vegas through tomorrow. Thursday, Redding, California, 96. That one caught my eye. That's really warm for them. Portland at 79 is actually 15 degrees above their average. And Boise, 16 degrees above average here. Salt Lake City, 80, which is 15 above. So quite warm. That'll settle down a bit this weekend. Alex?
Well, on the flip side, we've got a late week chill to talk about. Take a look at some of these lows that we are expecting early on Sunday. Places that haven't seen temperatures at or below 32 since late April. We're going to be very close to the 32-degree mark in Columbus at 31, 34 for Minneapolis and Chicago. Below freezing in Green Bay, 28 degrees. So a very chilly start to your Sunday morning. If you're off and you've just been looking for a day to stay curled up under the covers, that's going to be the day for you. Right now, though, it's actually very mild and comfortable across this part of the country. Into the Midwest and the Ohio Valley, we've got 60s and 70s, just a few spots into the 50s, even their upper 50s for places like Minneapolis and Detroit. By the end of the week and weekend, notice this dip in the jet stream really digs in across parts of the Midwest and into the Northeast, and that's going to allow that colder air to come in and really give you that chilly feel that some people have been waiting for fall. You know, some of you really like it. If you do, you're going to love it. Friday morning, not too below average across parts of the Midwest, but look at Minneapolis on Saturday morning, 14 degrees below average with a low around 30. We'll be in the low 30s for Cincinnati, Detroit, and Chicago as we start off your Sunday. Northeast, it's going to be Sunday. That's the coldest morning of the three. Friday morning temperatures will be very close to average. By Saturday morning, that's when we see those numbers drop, especially into some of the higher elevations through Pennsylvania and New York. But by Sunday morning, 30s likely from parts of West Virginia and Western Virginia all the way up into Maine, even Ohio getting in on the act. Lows in the low 30s in Pittsburgh and Burlington and Buffalo, upper 30s for Boston and for D.C. Keith.
All right, thank you, Alex. A strong line of thunderstorms screamed across the suburbs of Philadelphia over the weekend, bringing heavy rain, high winds, and prompting tornado warnings. From downed trees to piles of debris, homeowners in parts of Montgomery County are surprised they're still cleaning up from that storm. Our affiliate WCAU has more.
It's noisy on.
I was napping when this all happened, and I had to say, by the time I looked out the back window, the rain was sideways.
Tim Korn's nap was short-lived. The damage from his backyard tree, a bigger problem than he thought.
It punched a hole in my dormer on the other side, ripped out my rain spouts.
With the tree just about off his house, he can begin to see the mess that is still left.
Branches down, the street behind me lost electric. The shed right behind us has a branch laying on it.
Like 1 minute it was sunny, then it started pouring, and then it was over.
For many who live near Green Street, they had no idea just how bad things were for their neighbors.
I was actually sitting out on the front porch. I didn't even know that it went by, like that we had like downpour.
While some are taking advantage of a day off, others have spent the weekend working overtime.
We put in about 10 hours on Saturday. This is all storm damage, and we're cleaning up this area right now, and then we got some more down the street.
Well, as we go to break, we have to talk about the S word.
Snow on Mount Washington. Beautiful when it's counteracted with the foliage. Foliage looks a little behind there. They got the snow, though.
Our winter weather expert, Tom Nizzle, he's coming up at 30 past the hour to give you the list of this year's winter storm names. Stay tuned.
Why do so many people choose Aleve? It's the brand more doctors recommend for minor arthritis pain. Plus, just 2 Aleve can last all day. You'd need 6 Tylenol arthritis to do that. Aleve. All day strong.
Will it be the front left or the passenger side rear? Which tire will be the free one? Buy 3 tires at Pep Boys and get the 4th free instantly. Which one is totally up to you? You're in the power seat.
What do you think?
I can see you and me walking hand in hand through the park.
Good morning.
In the park.
Attention shoppers, there's a lost couple in the men's department.
There's a great big unkhaki world out there. Explore it in a Subaru Crosstrek. Look, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
You do all this research on the perfect car. Gas mileage, horsepower, torque ratios. 3 spreadsheets later, you finally bring home the one. Then smash it into a tree. Your insurance company's all too happy to raise your rates. Maybe you should have done a little more research on them.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Mike Bettis. That's Sarah. Hi. Welcome to the set of a brand new show, Weather Underground. There'll be experts, bloggers, the smartest weather minds in the business on every screen you have 24 hours a day. Geeking out on what's happening in weather, how it happens, and why it's so freaking cool.
Weather Underground, weeknights at 6 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, cloudy, low 46. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. High 60. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy skies. Low 41. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This kind of weather, all bets are off.
Is this really the best way to pick color for a whole room? There's a new way to paint. With the new Project Color app, take any color on a virtual test drive. It's part of the new Color Center experience from the Home Depot. Everything you need to get the right color right. Let's do this in hand, online, and at the store. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Bear Premium Plus Interior, just $23.97. Download the Project Color app.
I try hard to get a great shape.
This I can do easily.
New Benefiber Healthy Shape helps curb cravings. It's a clear, taste-free daily supplement that's clinically proven to help keep me fuller longer. New Benefiber Healthy Shape. This I can do.
We got the new TemperFlex, and it's got the spring and bounce of a traditional mattress.
You sink into it, but you can still move around.
And now that I have a TemperFlex, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. Let's talk about a little rain finally getting into parts of the Southwest, including California. They actually do need the rain. They, so far, have gotten 7 inches of rain since the 1st of January. They're supposed to get, or the average is the better way to put it, is 11 inches since January 1st. So still in a drought. Much of California is still having some big problems there. That is going to take years to repair, that general drought situation. And this whole ridge in the west is not going to help it. That's where we've been for a while. But there is an overall ridge. There's a little upper level low, though, down here. Look at to the south and west of Los Angeles. You can see some clouds swirling. It looks like it's moving away from California, right? That's the general direction. But it's going to catch a trough out here to the west that's going to shove it back into California, into Mexico as well, and give us some extra moisture in through the southwest. So that'll be helpful. There's the low. Here comes the front trough coming on in, and that's going to dig in and push this thing. You know, we talked about a lot with Joaquin, right? Steering flow, all this other stuff. Well, it happens with everything in the atmosphere. It's not just these big hurricanes and tropical storms that react to other players in the atmosphere. So in this case, this upper level low will react to this trough moving in, get pushed back to the east, and all that moisture coming in to the southwest at a time in which, in general, the southwest monsoon is petering out, but the dew point's high, the showers in there. Friday, here it is at Flagstaff, Phoenix, Tucson, in through Los Angeles. I think most widespread, though, as we head into the first half of the weekend. That's when it goes all the way in through Northern California. And there's actually another system coming in as well through the weekend that it gets enhanced. And then showers still on Sunday, the possibility of scattered thunderstorms in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Reno, Salt Lake, and this will also help to quell some of that record heat they're seeing right now. Alex?
Well, dry, hot, and windy weather in North Texas has firefighters issuing a warning. The threat for potentially dangerous and disastrous fires, it's high. Yesterday, they even issued a red flag warning, and Brian Scott from KXAS has the story.
When it's the middle of October and you can still see the heat over the drought-stricken grass.
And it just falls apart in your hand.
Argyle's Fire Marshal Michael Lugo doesn't need an alert to put his team on full guard.
Any fire that starts could take off at any time.
Unseasonable heat and wind, along with the dry conditions, triggered a red flag alert to the northwest. Denton County leaders expect that could spread this way in the coming days, putting first responders along I-35W on high alert already.
Any spark from a chain, tire blowout from a semi-truck or a vehicle, that's enough heat to produce a grass fire.
But Lugo wants everyone taking this seriously because he says the 2-month burn ban across the Metroplex is no joke, especially now when his team's got enough fire threats to deal with.
Can't stress enough, any outside burning whatsoever, smoke, to call 911 immediately.
All right, we've got fire danger across parts of the West, and we're still watching active fires down around the Austin area as we speak. So the danger isn't limited to these areas, but red flag warnings for parts of Nebraska, for parts of Wyoming, including Hastings and Casper. So some larger metro areas, you want to watch out for cigarette butts, any outdoor burning, because the problem is, one, it's dry. Then we've also got the winds. Those relative humidities are low, winds gusting to 23 miles an hour in Casper, 24 miles an hour in Hastings, 23 miles an hour in Bismarck. And what that means is if a fire were to get started, it's going to spread very easily. Winds make those fires really difficult to control and really easy to continue and propagate. Wind gust forecast looks like this as we go through the remainder of today and tonight. They will stay breezy across parts of the plains and the Midwest, calming down during the overnight hours, but then again tomorrow, a little breezy through the Dakotas, around Minneapolis and in Chicago. We've got much more coming up after your local on the 8th.
Before there could be a nation, there had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, but also physics and chemistry. We make battle plans and create breakthroughs in medicine, science, and engineering. Our next mission could be anything, so we prepare for everything.
Here's something new. Now you can get the Weather Channel forecasts on the new LL Bean app. Just tap, shop, and discover. The new app from LL Bean, featuring forecasts from the Weather Channel. Download today.
Who needs a witness when you set the world in motion? The Ram ProMaster van, and introducing the all-new Ram ProMaster City, purpose-built to help you run the town. Ram.
I try hard to get a great shape.
This I can do easily. New Benefiber Healthy Shape helps curb cravings. It's a clear, taste-free daily supplement that's clinically proven to help keep me fuller longer. New Benefiber Healthy Shape. This I can do.
Meet Kyle. You name it. Dust, pollen,
and pet dander.
He's allergic to it.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service to be certified asthma and allergy friendly, eliminating an average of 94% of common household allergens like dust, pollen, and pet dander for a cleaner, healthier home.
Goodbye, Mr. Steamer.
Bye, Kyle.
Call now about our $99 carpet cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
It's a 20-minute errand. Just me and my sweethearts. Next time your dad's taking you.
WeatherTech is the best way to protect your vehicle's floors, front, back, and even up the sides. They're laser measured for a perfect fit, and dirt and spills simply wash away. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech, the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Proudly made in America.
What's the word on Weather Underground?
Drum roll.
The weather geeks have weighed in, and boom. They geekin' love it.
Weather Underground.
Welcome to Scaresville. Looking to find a job that doesn't suck the life out of you? Well, stir up a new career. There's no magic potion needed here. It's as easy as a walk in the park. There's no turning back from getting a great job. SouthernWestVirginiaJobs.com. Local jobs for local creatures.
At Firehouse Subs, we developed our smoked brisket right here in barbecue country.
It's barbecue done right.
Firehouse Subs Smokehouse Beef and Cheddar Brisket.
It's USDA choice beef brisket, hickory smoked for over 16 hours, and topped with delicious melted cheddar.
Then we add award-winning sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. It's one smoky sandwich.
That is one fine hat.
This is a fine hat.
Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen.
Call them today.
Call 888-557-1555 or visit grloans.com.
this kind of weather, all bets are off.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy, low 46. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. High 60. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low 41. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, New Yorkers are laced up and they are ready to skate. Your music's on again.
No, this is
more Christmassy.
This I like. The other was like clownish, and I'm not a clown person.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the skill of the person skating as to whether or not you play. I mean, some people, that music really works well with their skating abilities.
We're going up for Christmas.
Are you going to skate?
Yeah, but we're going to do the Central Park one, a little less touristy.
Oh. Travel tips, courtesy of Keith Carson, my personal Travelocity. There's a look right now at the Big Apple. You can see some dark skies overhead. We've got some showers across parts of the Northeast. I'm going to show you the radar in just a moment. But first, I want to start with temperatures around the New York City area because, you know, even though they're ice skating, it is pretty mild out there. We've got temps in the 60s and low 70s, 70 for New York and for Allentown, low 70s across parts of Jersey. Right now, the showers working through central and western New York, also central and southwest PA. We've got some showers down near the Altoona area. Generally, they're light, they're spotty, they're scattered about, but we have seen some heavier showers, a few embedded into parts of northeast PA and into central New York where you see those oranges and the yellows. That's where the rain could be coming down a little bit harder in spots. Tomorrow, still watching for some showers into northwest PA, New York, and northern sections of New England. Thursday, really limited to northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and anywhere from Buffalo to Syracuse on I-90 and then up 81 to Watertown. Could see a few showers there as well. Other spots enjoying the sunshine. New York, one of those places. Temps stay in the 60s through Friday, but look what happens as we head into the weekend. We're going to see a noticeable cool down, especially on Sunday. We'll start off with temps in the 30s, afternoon highs only in the low 50s. We'll be sunny and it'll be a nice fall day. You know, I think a lot of people will be out there on the mall in Washington, D.C. 60 on Saturday, 55 on Sunday. You know, flannel shirts, Keith, they're back in. They're making a move. Yep. And everybody's going to be wearing, I want to wear my flannel shirt. I bought one. I'm ready to roll. Let's do this.
Let me tell you this, coming from Maine recently, you got to get the right kind of flannel. People will call you out on that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell me what's the flannel I want?
You need like a LO Bean, kind of like a heavy flannel.
All right.
You get that stuff at like an expensive store and it's not cool. Let's show you New Orleans right now. Beautiful weather at the moment. New Orleans, great city, sitting in the mid 80s at the moment. And that's how it'll be for the next couple of days. 86 in New Orleans. Look at the surrounding areas. Baton Rouge coming in at 89, 91 to the north of the lake here. So it is unseasonably mild conditions across parts of Louisiana. Part of that same bubble of heat that we're seeing back into Texas as well. Now, if you go farther east, it's a little bit more seasonal, actually pleasant. 80 in Atlanta, 79 in Wilmington, 83 in Jacksonville. There's a front coming through. See it right there, but it's very, very light. Just isolated showers along it into southern parts of Georgia. Already cleared through the ATL. It'll be nice and sunny behind that. Beautiful tomorrow, 75 in Atlanta, 83 in Memphis, and 86 in Tallahassee. Any showers will be confined down into southern parts of Florida. And then on Thursday, 74, basically room temperature in Atlanta. Warm, though, as you head into Memphis and then again down to New Orleans, sitting at 86 for Thursday afternoon. Alex?
An update as we go to break. With a massive recovery situation now in high gear across much of South Carolina, 9 disaster recovery centers and 10 shelters are open. Mass transit is up and running, but more than 300 roads and nearly 100 bridges remain closed. Governor Nikki Haley says the state is quickly moving in the right direction.
So what I will tell you is we're moving. We're in gear. We were hands on deck for response last week. We are hands on deck for recovery and restoration this week. Everybody is ready. This is not going to take us years to come out of this. We are going to do this as fast as we can, as safely as we can, and in a way that we get people back to where they need to be.
The governor also assured residents that teams are working fast to find housing for displaced residents and to remove debris. So far, FEMA has approved more than $13 million in disaster assistance.
Today's the day. More and more people with type 2 diabetes are learning about long-acting Levemir.
As my diabetes changed, it got harder to control my blood sugar. Today, I'm asking about Levemir.
Levemir is an injectable insulin that can give you blood sugar control for up to 24 hours. And Levemir helps lower your A1C. Levemir lasts 42 days without refrigeration. That's 50% longer than Lantus, which lasts 28 days. Levemir comes in FlexTouch, the latest in insulin pen technology from Novo Nordisk.
Levemir is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults and children with diabetes and is not recommended to treat diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not use Levemir if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause symptoms such as sweating, shakiness, confusion, and headache. Severe low blood sugar can be serious and life-threatening. Ask your doctor about alcohol use, operating machinery, or driving. Other possible side effects include injection site reactions. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all of your medical conditions. Check your blood sugar. Your insulin dose should not be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, sweating, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion.
Today's the day to ask about Levemir FlexTouch. Covered by most health insurance and Medicare plans.
Nothing artificial, just real roasted turkey, carved thick. That's the right way to make a good turkey sandwich. The right way to eat it is however you eat it. Panera, food as it should be.
I try hard to get a great shape.
This I can do easily. New Benefiber Healthy Shape helps curb cravings. It's a clear, taste-free daily supplement that's clinically proven to help keep me fuller longer. New Benefiber Healthy Shape. This I can do.
Mesothelioma victims and their loved ones may be entitled to a cash award from the $18 billion in asbestos trust funds, and you may not have to file a lawsuit to qualify. If diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer caused by exposure to asbestos, call the number on your screen now. Even if a loved one had mesothelioma or asbestos lung cancer and is passed, your family may still be entitled to a cash award. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer caused by exposure to asbestos. Many victims worked in the Navy or in shipyards, mills, carpentry, roofing, insulation, construction, or automotive industries. For over 30 years, our legal team has successfully helped thousands of victims and families. Time is limited. You may not have to file a lawsuit if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer caused by exposure to asbestos.
Call 1-800-973-5852. That's 1-800-973-5852.
I'm Mike Bettis. That's Sarah. Hi. Welcome to the set of a brand new show, Weather Underground. There'll be experts, bloggers, the smartest weather minds in the business on every screen you have 24 hours a day. Geeking out on what's happening in weather, how it happens, and why it's so freaking cool.
Weather Underground, weeknights at 6 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy, low 46. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. High 60. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low 41. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Closed captioning brought to you by Eggland's Best Eggs.
There's only one